Right, boys, I'm back. We've done it. Week 8, I think. But we've done another week, and that's better than what this man thought would happen. This guy here, this idiot. But yeah, we've done it. And today's video is going to be on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Not Fresh Prince, Bel Air. It's the series, the new one, because I made a video on that a couple of weeks ago, and it did flop a little bit, but I've watched the first 4 episodes of Bel Air now, so we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna be honest, it's not that bad. It's alright. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be awful. It's not actually as bad as I thought. Some things I don't really like. Like I don't know why. I might sound really stupid, but I don't like it when they swear, because they don't swear in the original, because it was like a sitcom and it just feels weird when like especially Colton, when Colton's like swearing. I'll get to Colton in a minute. But yeah, it's weird. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the characters like on their own, and I just want to start off by saying all the actors did do a really good job, but some of the characters were just written a bit like off, and yeah, we're going to go into that. We're going to go more into that now. Right then, Will Smith, the main character. He's alright. He's decent. He's quite likable. He feels a lot like the original at certain points, but then the gun thing, it makes more sense in this like series when it happens. Like it's his mate's gun, he didn't buy a gun, but he still like, it still felt a bit weird and out of character, but it makes more sense. And he just does feel a lot like Will Smith in certain scenes, and that's all I've really got to say. There's not that much to him. He's quite good. Right then Colton, I've got a lot to say about this man. I'm gonna start by saying I think he's my favourite character. I think. Because he's so different from the original. He's like the opposite of the original character. But I don't hate him. Like I think he's like the villain. He's like a super villain. He's like the main villain of the series. And he's just like, I didn't like him at the start, but then by the end of the first episode, I was like, I'd like look forward to his scenes. Whenever he'd show up, I'd be like, oh, Colton's back. Get him. One thing they do kind of pass over a little bit too, like it's nothing. They made Colton like some mad junkie. He gets caught doing Xanax in the first episode, and then they haven't done anything else about that yet. He hasn't been like, Will caught him, and then they didn't really say anything else about it, and I don't know. But one thing I didn't really like that much was the fact that, like in the original, Will and Colton had they had a rivalry, but they were like, you could tell they loved each other. But in this one, they're like arch enemies. Like by the end of the first episode, Colton tries to drown Will, and then Will gets out the pool and batters him. So I don't remember that part of the original. Right then, Uncle Phil. I haven't really got that much to say about him. He's just like I've got one thing to do though. I want to take back something I said in my video. I said he seemed too mean, but he actually isn't. He's very nice. I was right about Colton being too mean, but he's not too mean. I like him. But Uncle Phil isn't mean. He's nice. He's a nice uncle. He gets Will out of prison. Not prison. Well, he would have gone to prison, yeah. But he gets him out of like the police station and all that. So that's nice. Right, Hillary. I haven't really got that much to say about Hillary because she hasn't really done that much yet. But I think I prefer this character to the original, like, because in the original she's a lot more likable than the original. This one is a lot more likable than the original. But I also like that they changed a bit. They made her an influencer in this one, which at first I was like, oh, it's a bit. They were just gonna like make that like a background thing that doesn't really like get touched up upon. But I quite like, they do like talk about her a lot more, and she has like her own like side stories in each episode about how she's got like, I think she's got like 50,000 followers or something. She's like a cooking influencer, and yeah, she's quite good. She's a lot more likable, and I think they're setting up something with Jazz, like a romance with Jazz, which I don't know how I feel about, but they kind of had something in the original a little bit, but they're going full blown on that now. So I'm not sure about Jeffrey. I don't know. He's not posh. He's not posh anymore. He's just like, he says like Wagwan and Badman, and I don't know how I feel about that. He's like, he seems nice. He's like a good character. He's well written, but I just don't know. He's just like the opposite of the original Jeffrey. And I'm pretty sure he got the like drug dealer guy killed. I'm pretty sure he put out a hit on him at the end of episode 4. So I don't know how I feel about that. But I'm gonna talk about Aunt Viv and Ashley in the same bit. because they don't really do anything in like the first 4 episodes that I've seen. They might do more later on, but they're both alright. They're just like toned down versions of the original, and I don't know, I would have liked to see them do more, because Aunt Viv was like one of the best characters in the original from like the first like 2 seasons. Like when she did that dance episode and stuff like that was sick. So right then, Jazz is probably my favourite character from the original series, but in this one he's just like a lot more toned down version of him. I don't hate him, he's just like, yeah, I can't see him getting thrown out of the house by Uncle Phil, so that's disappointing. But yeah, right then, Trey. I'm proud of myself that I found this. Trey is actually a character from the original. He was played by Don Cheadle in 1 episode. So yeah, he's Will's friend from Philadelphia, and I think he's going to be a much bigger part in this series because there's only 1 episode of The Fresh Prince, but I think he's going to play a bigger role in this one, and he seems alright so far. So right, Lisa has very little in common with the original character. Like the name's similar. They didn't. Also, she didn't come into it until Will went to college, I don't think. So that's the thing. But they got married and they got engaged in The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So that could be, they could get engaged in this, but I can't see that happening anytime soon. Right, that has been today's video, boys. Hope you enjoyed it. This might be a bit longer than usual, so yeah, like, subscribe, and all that.